2, 1, go!
Hello Nidorinas and Nidorinos, it is KingNido here, and we are in Dooford as it is a battle between the physical attack facing the health points. It is the Dooford combats taking on the Goldenrod balance, and the balance is starting out with Stoutland and Blissey, whereas it's Surfetched and Blaziken starting out for the fighting type combats, and Stoutland has that Intimidate ability that will lower the attack stat of Blaziken, but not Surfetched due to its scrappy ability preventing that attack stat from being lowered. And Blaziken immediately with an ally switch, it will swap places with Surfetched. We'll see if that actually helps or hinders him in the future. But Stoutland immediately with the teleport. This is a fantastic play by the Goldenrod balance as Licky comes out, because what this will do is next time Surfetched comes out, it will lower the attack stats again, which is fantastic because the Dooford combats are an offensively attacking side, as that shockwave from Blissey does connect with Blaziken, as Blaziken with that hidden ability speed boost does get its speed boosted, ironically, as a Feather Dance is now performed by Blaziken onto Licky, who does have its attack stat lowered, similar to what happened to Blaziken. But a Mach Punch from Surfetched is super effective on Licky, as Blissey with the roleplay is going to copy the speed boost ability from Blaziken, so it will lose its Serene Grace ability. Now Blissey also with the speed boost, which is fascinating to imagine, as a Mystical Fire from Licky does connect with Surfetched and will lower its special attack, as Blaziken again getting that speed boost, and Blissey also will get that speed boost, so look for the fast moving Blissey to potentially be faster than Surfetched on this turn, as that Heal Pulse does fail from Blaziken, and Blissey with the Pain Split is going to go for it on Surfetched, which will restore Surfetched health back to full strength. Blissey actually cuts into its own health with that, as it takes a Whirlpool from Surfetched. Doesn't do much damage, but that, being trapped in that vortex, we should see it do more later, as the Future Sight from Licky onto Blaziken. We will see that connect later, but there's that Whirlpool afflicting Blissey, which does do more damage than the initial Whirlpool performed by Surfetched. And again, there's that speed boost on Blaziken and Blissey, so they will get that boosted speed. And now Blaziken with the confusion going for Blissey with that move. Very little damage there. Is Blissey with an explosion. Doing massive damage to everyone. They're taking itself out. Almost takes out Licky in the process. As Surfetched with the smoke screen is going to lower Licky's accuracy here, so it may be missing future attacks, as Licky does miss that Ice Punch onto Surfetched, so that smoke screen instantly coming into play to benefit Surfetched there, as Stoutland comes back out onto the field, and remember it has that Intimidate ability, so Blaziken's attack stat will be lowered for the second time in this matchup. Again, Surfetched with that Scrappy prevents that from happening. Blaziken now with the Burning Jealousy will get the stab boost being a fire type, and this will finish Licky off. It also does damage to Stoutland, but the Dooford combats take a 6-4 lead, as Surfetched now going for the Charge Beam onto Stoutland, chipping away, and this is fantastic for the Dooford combats. They are on the bottom of the ladder as Blaziken takes the Future Sight, and Blaziken is eliminated with that super effective hit. A fantastic setup earlier by Licky as Poliwrath comes onto the field for the combats, and it's Porygon 2 coming onto the field with that Trace ability, and it copies the Swift Swim. Wow, try saying that. Swift Swim from Poliwhirl there, as Stoutland switches all of its attack and special attack changes with Surfetched, and there's a flip turn from Poliwhirl onto Stoutland, so Poliwrath, sorry, I've been saying Poliwhirl, goes back to the bench, and out comes Lucario, as that Nightshade won't affect Porygon 2 from Surfetched, but the Sacred Sword from Porygon 2 hits Lucario, and it's a one-hit wonder. It is a super effective critical hit. Lucario is immediately eliminated, doesn't even get to go for a move, as Poliwrath quickly comes back out onto the field. And Stoutland now with the cut onto Poliwrath does some damage there. Poliwrath responding with the Poison Jab to Porygon 2. What an impressive Sacred Sword there from Porygon 2. As the Hypnosis now from Surfetched will put Porygon 2 to sleep. I don't want it to be doing any more moves like it did to Lucario, but just like that, things are all tied up here after the different combats did take the early lead. But a Bolt Beak from Stoutland gets a huge super effective hit on Poliwrath, and the Goldenrod balance have taken the lead. And this is not what the different combats want, because as I was saying, they are currently on the bottom of the leaderboard, as Porygon 2 does wake up and goes with the Corrosive Gas. This will burn up everyone's Leopard Berries on the field. You know, if the Goldenrod balance here win here, they will work themselves into the Masters 8 as Stoutland going for the Volt Switch onto Conkeldurr, who's just come onto the field. And again, Stoutland goes back to the bench. It will be able to capitalize on that on that Intimidate ability yet again as Beware comes onto the field and immediately gets hit with a Shockwave from Sirfetch'd, and it is a critical hit on the fighting normal type. And Porygon 2 goes with a Reflect type, so it's going to become a fighting type. Every Pokemon on the field now has that fighting typing. As an Aeroblast from Conkeldurr, super effective hit there on Beware, who is able to hold on. A triple kick from Porygon 2 onto Porygon 2 is evaded as that Petal Dance hits Conkeldurr from Beware, and a Quiver Dance is followed up by Porygon 2. So Porygon 2 is going to boost its special attack and special defense here, as well as that speed stat. And Conkeldurr going for another flying type move with the Aerial Ace onto Porygon 2. Another super effective hit. Porygon 2 with the Whirlwind wants to get Conkeldurr off this field after it is doing some fantastic damage, and out in its place comes Gallade being dragged out onto the field. The Magnetic Flux does fail from Sirfetch'd, and Beware continues that Petal Dance, going for Gallade now. And Porygon 2 is going to follow that up with the Charge Beam, going for the Psychic Fighting type. So Gallade taking some early damage after coming onto the field, and Porygon 2 gets another special attack boost as Gallade now going for that Dragon Rush, and it is going to come down hard on Beware. Beware is taken out of this matchup. Sirfetch'd now going for the Grass Pledge, going to try to finish Porygon 2 off with that, and Porygon 2 is able to hold on as Stoutland comes back onto the field with that Intimidate ability for the third time. This has been a brilliant strategy by the balance. Does lower the attack stat there of Gallade. Sirfetch'd is still in this matchup though, as Porygon 2 with the Dazzling Gleam hits both Gallade and Sirfetch'd and gets the huge play, taking out both Pokemon at once. And just like that, Conkeldurr is all by itself, and the Goldenrod balance have a huge 3-1 lead at the moment as that Crush Grip does fail, and Conkeldurr comes back onto the field. Instantly met with the Rapid Spin there from Porygon 2. Porygon 2 does boost its speed with that attack, and Stoutland follows it up with the Ancient Power. Conkeldurr has a huge task ahead of it here. It needs to hit some big moves and goes for the spikes, so whoever comes out onto the field, if Conkeldurr can get another elimination, will land in those spikes, as the Eerie Impulse from Porygon 2 onto Conkeldurr is going to lower Conkeldurr's special attack stat. It is more of a physical attacker though. Stoutland with the Incinerate there onto Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr is holding on as its Leopard Berry does get burned up, and the Supersonic does fail as Porygon 2 avoids that. Porygon 2 goes with the Court Change, so it's going to put those spikes that were set up onto the Do for Combat side, so they will be ineffective now, as the Metal Burst does fail from Stoutland, and Conkeldurr going for the Bullet Seed here onto the big fluffy puppet. This is a multi-hit move. It could take it out of the matchup. It gets 2 hits. If it gets the third, and it will, Stoutland is eliminated. That is fantastic for Conkeldurr. It has 2 more Pokemon it needs to take down. Stoutland has fainted, and the last Pokemon to come out is Tauros. But before that happens, Porygon 2 with the Stomping Tantrum. This finishes Conkeldurr off, and it looks like the Do for Combats will be staying at the bottom of the ladder, as the Goldenrod balance were able to build some huge momentum there, with Porygon 2 getting that one-hit wonder onto Lucario, moves them up into 6th place in the Masters at 8. Their next matchup will be against the Jubilife Venom, whereas the Do for Combats will be facing the Hearthome Horns. That'll be a huge task for them in their next match, but our next match that we will be seeing will be the Centurion Swarm facing the Pewter Stones. This will be 15th, playing 14th, so whoever wins this match desperately wants it, because they need that momentum, as both these sides have gotten off to a very slow start. But until then, Nidorinos, thank you so much for watching. Let us know in the comments below who you thought was the best on field. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, share, subscribe, but more importantly, always remember, you are awesome, and I will see you when you see me.